So I buy 1,000 shares of Apple at $229 per share, which means I'm going to pay $229,000. Okay. All right. So that's simple. That's what most of us know how to do. We know how to go out and raise money and buy something versus buy the option for $11,000. And I'm gonna put the expiration date November 21st and the strike price of, what was it, 230. Okay, so let's simulate a catastrophe. So what was me? The whole stock market collapses and Apple stock price, let's say it drops to $200,000. Person A bought the stock, person B bought the option. Okay, not so good, right? Right. Now look, check this out. This is interesting. So the person who bought the stock buyer asset has dropped in value by $29,000. The option buyer's asset has dropped in value by $11,000. I ask you now, who lost more money? The owner of the stock or the owner of the option? Who's crying harder in their beer? Who got hurt the worst? Dwayne says the owner of the stock. Danielle says, oh, she says, thanks, Althea. Yeah, thank you, Althea. Okay, the stock owner, okay. And again, I'm gonna poke at you. That's not the right answer, actually. The answer is, what's the right answer? I just the foreshadow. I'm gonna tell you, just because stock is such a yin and yang thing. That's why I think such a weird way, because I do that with everything, politics and everything, because I'm always like, well, what's the other side of this? Like, how does this make sense to the other? If you're a Democrat, how does this make sense to a Republican, right? That's how I think, because finance makes you think that way. Because here's the deal: the stock owner is worse off if you are looking at this without regard to time, space, and what lives in the fifth dimension. If you look at it just based on who's got the most money on November 21st, then absolutely the stock owner is worse off. You lost 29,000. The option owner limited their losses. They limited their losses. But remember, when you're the owner, you're still in the game. The option owner, the game is over. You lost 11,000, you have a realized loss. You're not going to get that money back because you're not an investor anymore. You're out of the game. You're on the sideline. Game over for you.